Sure, I would, regarding this topic of how a poem could pull you in, I could maybe Sifter would be good
Okay,
there.
absolutely.
That's okay. So I like old-fashioned kitchen implements. And I have a very old stove. It's 1953 vintage in our kitchen, but I like the old-fashioned sifters where you actually sift with a little handle. I think they have them in like thrift stores these days. I think there's some modern kind, but because I worked in classrooms for decades with kids, encouraging them to write, I would always be thinking of different possibilities. So and I would often try to use things that were common to many kitchens or many lives, like what's in the first room in your house when you walk in, or writing about family, or writing about a street. So this is called Sifter, and the truth is many kids did not know what a sifter was. So I started carrying one around with me. And I was writing this as if I were a 12-year-old because I'd just been with a lot of them. When our English teacher gave our first writing invitation of the year, become a kitchen implement in 2 descriptive paragraphs, I did not think butcher knife or frying pan. I thought immediately of soft flour showering through the little holes of the sifter, and the sifter's pleasing circular swishing sound, and wrote it down. Rhoda became a teaspoon, Roberto a funnel, Jim a muffin tin, and Forrest a soup pot. We read our paragraphs out loud. Abby was a blender. Everyone laughed and acted giddy, but the more we thought about it, we were all everything in the whole kitchen: drawers and drainers, singing teapot and grapefruit spoon with serrated edges. We were all the empty cup, the tray. This, said our teacher, is the beauty of metaphor. It opens doors. What I could not know then was how being a sifter would help me all year long. When bad days came, I would close my eyes and feel them passing through the tiny holes. When good days came, I would try to contain them gently, the way flour remains in the sifter until you turn the handle. Time, time. I was a sweet sifter in time, and no one ever knew. So it's a very simple poem. As you can tell from reading any of my poems, I prefer a very simple vernacular, and I like tangible objects. I like scenes. So hopefully, you feel your own kitchen in that little poem.
What I loved about the poem, if I may, is we were all everything in the whole kitchen. We were all everything in the whole universe, this quality, And time, I was a sweet sifter in time, and no one ever knew. This sense of embodiment and being so much larger,
Yeah.
than yourself.
And the secrecy of a metaphor. I mean, you could carry a metaphor in your mind, what your mind is like, what you're like, what the world around you is like. You could carry it for days, for hours, and kind of refer to it. It could be a little compass point to help you look at things.